Today our topic is capacitor. What is capacitor? Capacitor is nothing. Only there are two plates. As you already discussed this thing, in this there are two plates and a capacitor is that which stored charge. Stored charge. Only this thing you have to know. How these metal plates, two parallel metal plates can store charge. Okay, this is your topic for today, capacitor, and in this you have to learn how a capacitor works or how much charge it can store or how much energy it can store, and what happen if these capacitor connected in series in a circuit or in parallel, and what is the role of dielectric medium if we are take a dielectric medium and placed in these two plates. Okay, all these things you have to learn in this chapter. Now make a diagram of capacitor like this. Let us, this plate is A and this one is B, and in this you have to charge only one plate. You have to charge only one plate. After that, the another thing is that automatic, a negative charge appears on another plate which is placed in front of or near to it. Okay, this thing is called induction. You know very well, in the beginning of this chapter you have studied this thing, what is induction. Okay, one is charge and other one automatically charged with opposite sign. Okay, in this way a capacitor is made, and due to this, firstly, if B plate is not there, then what happens? We are giving the charge to plate A, okay, again and again. Whenever these charge is completely on the maximum charge, whenever plate A has, okay. After that, we have to stop the charging of A. And at this time, there is a maximum potential. There will be a maximum potential. Okay. But when we place the uncharged plate in near to it, then automatically a negative charge appears on that plate. By which, how, what is the reason for that? The reason is plate A charged. Plate A charges this. After this induction, the potential on plate A will decrease due to B, charging of due to B. And then another side become positive charge. This one negative and other will be positive. This negative charge reduces the potential at A. After induction, this negative charge decrease the potential at A. But this positive charge which is in back side of this plate B increase the potential of charge A, because this is positive, this is also positive, positive, bye. Okay. But this negative decrease the potential. For this, which thing is increasing the potential? Positive side. Now connect this positive side with earth. Then all these positive charge goes to earth. This side will become empty. And after this, only the negative charge will be on the plate B. And this negative charge is responsible for decreasing the potential at A. This is the working, this is the principle of capacitor, which I am telling you. If we have two plates, One is charge, another one is not charge. If we are place this another plate in front of or close to the plate A, then this plate will be the reason, which will be the cause of decreasing the potential at A. And if we want to increase the potential at A, now in this case also, then we have to give charge. We have to give more charge to plate A. If we are giving more and more charge to plate A, then there will be the increase in the capacity of these plates. And this capacity or tendency to store charge is called capacitor. Are you getting my point? If we are increasing the charging of this plate, this negative will reduce the potential, and we are increasing the potential at A by giving the more charge to plate. If we are giving the more charge and more charge to A, then this will be more and more negative, and this negative decrease the potential at A. And but we are giving more and more charge. It means these plates are stored more and more charge. Okay? Okay? एक का काम क्या है? पोटेंशियल को बढ़ाना, दूसरे का क्या है? पोटेंशियल को घटाना. ओके? ओके? लेकिन पोटेंशियल घटाने के लिए नेगेटिव होना चाहिए, पोटेंशियल बढ़ाने के लिए हमें चार्ज देना होगा. और चार्ज दे रहे हैं तो storage of charge is called capacitor. The device which store the charge is called capacitor. Okay, this is the basic principle of capacitor, and this is the definition of capacitor. In this we can write in this way: capacitor is the device which stores charge. Okay, which store charge. Now the another thing is, what is the another thing? Another thing is that what is the formula for calculating capacity of a capacitor? Capacity of a capacitor. Capacity of a capacitor can be calculated by C is directly proportional to Q. C is directly proportional to Q, where C is capacitance of a capacitor, and this capacitor is denoted by like this, two parallel plates. In this way you can write. Okay, in circuit diagram you can use capacitor symbol in this way, like resistor, battery. Okay, this is the symbol of capacitor. In mathematical, capacitance of a capacitor is always directly proportional to charge. How much charge is supplied to the plate A, this thing will be directly proportional to capacity of this capacitor. Capacity of this capacitor. Now, this proportion become equal to, if we multiply this thing or this thing by any constant, and here the constant is potential. Here the constant is potential. आप चार्ज देते जाइए, ये ज्यादा नेगेटिव होता जाएगा, ये इसको डिक्रीज करने पे लगा रहेगा, ये इसको चार्ज को इंक्रीज करने पे लगा रहेगा, बट अल्टीमेटली पोटेंशियल की वैल्यू क्या रहेगी? सेम. मींस voltage supply by the capacitor is constant to the instrument. In fans, in cooler, okay, there are capacitor. You can see cell-like structure is this, white color is this, and these capacitor give the supply to the devices in continuous manner. Voltage को continuous बना कर देते, okay, otherwise jerk करके चलेगा कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट, ठीक है, इस टाइप के. तो नाउ CV is equal to Q. CV is equal to Q. From there, C can be written as Q by V. Now C has formula Q by V. The unit of C, the unit of capacitance is, Q is charge, Q is charge, V is potential, means Q denoted by Coulomb, and this is volt. Coulomb volt inverse. Coulomb volt inverse is the unit of capacitance. Note down, this is the SI unit of capacitance, and this is the formula for calculating the capacitance. And one numerical is there for board point of view, CBSE point of view. Very, very important numerical is this, and you can try this thing in any other formula also. This type of formula also. If you have one thing is proportional to another thing, then this numerical you can do anywhere, but condition is this type. If one is directly proportional to another. If two quantities are directly proportional to each other, then the graph between them is, what will be the nature in this condition? The graph will be of straight line, straight inclined line, in this way, because it Q by V is this, C is this, C is directly proportional to, yes. If QV graph is there, suppose as Q is increasing, voltage is also increasing, then the graph between them is, okay, no, not C, C is a constant quantity here. We have to take potential and Q, because as we increasing the value of Q, potential is again increasing at plate A. In this way we have to take, now C is there. Now next thing is correct. Okay, V is directly proportional to Q, not C. Okay, C is constant term, because capacity of capacitance not increasing and decreasing. Only these two things we can increase or decrease. Okay. Now in this we can see Q and V are directly proportional, and if two quantities are directly proportional to each other, the nature of graph will be straight inclined line. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this straight line? Its meaning is that at every point on this line, have the same value. Means if you want to calculate C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 by taking the ratio of Q and V value, if you want to calculate the value of this capacitance C1 at point this A, B, C, D and E, then draw the perpendicular at y-axis, take the value of Q from this there, and this is the value of V. Okay, potential you can take by the perpendicular on the x-axis, on the v-axis. Okay, then this ratio gives you the value of C1, in this way. C1 is equal to Q1 upon V1. Now take another value at C2. How can you take this value? By drawing perpendicular on Q and V axis, then here from there you can take the value of Q2, and here this value is V2. Now we can calculate the value of C2 by taking the ratio of Q2 upon V2. But like this, you can take all the values C3, C4 and C5 also by taking the ratio Q5 upon V5 like this. But one thing is common there, and this is what? In case of straight inclined line QV graph, all these value will be similar, means same. There is no difference. Okay, it means capacitance of this type of capacitor, if we are taking straight inclined line, then capacitance is same. Now the another question of this type is what? If there are two graphs, okay, this one is for X and this one is for Y. Now, if I have a question in my mind, there are two capacitors, X and Y. Okay, both have different values. Okay, both have different values. But which one of them is greater? Or question asks है, which one of them is smaller? Maybe question is this, which one of the greater and which one of smaller? Then in this, we should know about flow. You should know about flow. What is slope? Slope means is ढलान. स्लाइडिंग करते हैं ना, ऊपर से नीचे आते हैं, झुल्ले भी होते हैं, ठीक है? तो उसमें स्लोप ऊपर से नीचे आते हुए जो आपको ज्यादा स्लाइड करना पड़े, बहुत ज्यादा डेंजरस हो जाता है, जिसमें एंगल क्या होता है, इंक्रीज हो जाए, बड़ा हो जाए. तो if the angle is increases, then slope is increases. Okay, slope, you can take formula tangent theta, or you can calculate this thing by taking perpendicular upon base. Okay, if you want to take the slope, if slope is more, capacitance is more. This is your answer. Now, in this case, if you are slide down from this position, one thing is slide down, and another thing is here, you want to slide down this thing from Y to O, this X to O, then you know very well the slope of X quantity, X thing is more than Y. If slope is more, then capacitance is more. This is the direct answer in this case. Okay, but if the Q by V, one thing is there, if instead of Q, instead of V, Q is there, then what will happen in the value of capacitance? What will happen in the value of capacitance? The difference is that in this case, capacitance of Y is greater than capacitance of X. Then your result will be opposite. Okay. Now the capacitance of Y is greater and X is small. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, how this thing happen? Now, let us understand, let us learn this thing. How can I say the slope is measuring capacitance? How slope is measuring capacitance? Okay, we know that slope of QV graph. Okay, let us take firstly Q and okay. In this case, you know very well Cx is greater than Cy. Slope of QV graph is equal to tangent theta. What is tangent theta? Theta is the angle with the Bx. This inclined line making angle with B. Suppose this is theta 1. For this, for X, Suppose this is theta. Okay. And one thing also there, theta 1 is less than theta. You can see in this diagram because this one is of 60 near about and this one of near about 75. Okay. You can see this thing in the graph. Taking protector like thing, you can take the value of y and x. Now slope. Take first case. First case of y. For y we are discussing. Firstly, we have to take y. Slope of QV graph tangent theta 1 is equal to perpendicular upon base. Okay. In this, we are taking only this thing because if slope is greater, capacitance. Now we are determining the value of slope. Slope can be calculated by the angle, and angle is theta 1. Okay. So slope of QV graph for y means C1 is equal to tangent theta 1. Okay. Similarly, we can take slope of x. We can take slope of x, and this will be Cx is equal to tangent theta. But in both the equation, one thing is this, theta 1 is less than theta. Remember this, theta 1 is less than theta. Okay. Now, if theta 1 is less than theta 2, it means tangent theta 1 is less than tangent theta 2 because tangent value is increasing 0 to 90 degree. At 0 degree, tangent theta is 0. At 30 degree, the value is 1 by root 3. At 45 degree, value is 1. And after that, root 3. And after that, infinite. 0 to infinite. Means if theta is increasing 0 to 90, then value is also increasing 0 to infinity. You know this thing. If you know this thing, then tangent theta 1 is also less than tangent theta 2. If tangent theta is less than by tangent theta 2, then you can see Cy, capacitance of y is less than capacitance of x. In this way, you can solve this type of numerical conceptual questions. Okay, maybe here value is given 30 degree and it will be, maybe it will be 60 degree. Then which one value is greater? Cx value is greater. Okay, and which one value is less? Y is less. But in this, how much time? How many times? Okay, now you can do it by taking the ratio. Suppose Cy upon Cx tangent theta 1 upon tangent theta 2. Now what is the value of theta 1? 30 degree. Now tangent 30 degree upon tangent 60 degrees. Okay, now what is the value of tangent 30? 1 upon tangent 30, 1 upon root 3. And what is the value of tangent 60? Root 3. This is the value of tangent 60. This is the value of tangent 30. Now solve it. This will be 1 upon root 3 into root 3 and we can get 1 by 3. Now the final answer is Cx upon Cy is equal to 1 upon 3. Now this is the ratio. Which one is greater? Cross multiply. After cross multiplying, you can see 3 times of Cx will give you the value of 1. No. Cy and Cx. Okay. Cy, Cx. 3 times of value of C, value of y gives you the value of x. In this way, you can see this thing. Cx is
3 times greater than C1. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. How you can solve these type of numericals in board examinations. But if you are learning very well, then there is no need of solving this, because if 1 mark question is there, then you can write directly answer of these type of questions. But these are the explanation. Now, what is capacitor? Our topic is what is capacitor. Basic principle you know very well now, that one plate we have charge, we have charge plate A, and another plate is uncharged, and the charge on B is being induced by this. Okay, and this negative charge approach to decrease its potential again and again. But we are giving the by giving the charge to plate A, we are increasing this potential at every time. So this maximum charge, then maximum charge is given to this plate. It means these plates are using for storing the charge, and this type of property of charge is called capacitance of the capacitor. So these two plates becomes capacitor, and they are using as a like storing of charge, means storage of charge. Okay. Now the next thing is, how can numerical or conceptual of flow? Any students have query related to capacitance? What is capacitor? What is capacitance? And if you have any question in mind related to flow, you can ask. Raise your hand, hurry up.